Hello and welcome again to Mere Words. I'm your host, Jacob Mueller, and I'd like to take you through the wonderful world of poetry and short stories. In the last episode, we read Sarah Teasdale's There Will Come Soft Rains. That was the third poem I read for this series, but I've yet to take a look at any short stories. I think it's about time to change that. Today, we aren't going into the past. We're looking into the work of Ruth Joffre, who's still writing prose today at the Hugo House in Seattle. Born to a Bolivian mother in North Virginia, Joffre graduated from Cornell with a Bachelor of Arts and earned her master's at the Iowa Writers' Workshop. She's a thriving individual who works to help those targeted by systematic oppression by funding the Fight for Our Lives performance series, alongside other artists and nonprofit groups. She's most famous for her Night Beast collection, which deals with themes of identity, insanity, control, and, much darker things. I actually read today's story in my advanced writing class, which I hope to finish this year. So thank you, Dr. Schinkel, for introducing me to this odd, wonderful story. All right, everyone. It's time once again to sit back, relax, get comfortable, and let your imagination stir. For your reading pleasure, I present A Girl Turns to Stone by Ruth Joffre. It happens more often than she would like. On the bus, after school, in the lake where the members of her basketball team like to swim after winning a game. Once, she turned to stone mid-stroke and suddenly sank to the bottom of the lake, where whitefish darted between her arms, like children running through an obstacle course. Her teammates, well aware of the unusual condition, called the local authorities, who lifted her out of the water by crane. Luckily, the girl had not been submerged long enough to suffer the damaging side effects of erosion. Most often, she turns into granite, one of the strongest rocks, though she has been known, on occasion, to turn to quartz or marble, depending on the circumstances. After practice one day, she and a teammate grabbed dinner, just the two of them, and decided to share a strawberry milkshake. In the middle of the diner, the girl leans forward to take a sip from her straw, and her friend does the same, leaning over the table so their faces nearly touch. For the first time, the girl notices the light band of freckles on the bridge of her friend's nose. When their hands touch, the girl's skin turns a glorious shade of blue, a kind of brilliant azurite. The stone is cool to touch, but it warms quickly under her friend's fingers. Later that night, in the privacy of her room, the girl strips naked and allows her friend to explore. She's charmed by all the different colors: the desert red of jasper, the ripped green of malachite, and the throaty orange of amber. With her tongue, she applies a thin coat of nacre to the inside of her friend's wrist, where it gleams, obsolete as a pearl. Overnight, the liquid nacre dries, like a pale, lustrous scab, which peels off on its own, leaving behind a patch of raw pink skin the shape of a button. It looks so sweet and new. The girl tries to kiss it, but her friend yanks her hand away as if burnt. The girl hangs her head and dresses in silence, finding, underneath the bed by one of her shoes, the dried piece of nacre. She puts it in her mouth, hoping she can reincorporate it into her body. But no matter how long she sucks, it refuses to break down. Wonderful. Always wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I was happy to take you through the work of Joffre. If you have any other suggestions on what kind of poetry you would like to hear on this show, send an email to jdm154@shsu.edu. That'll be enough for today. Be sure to join me next time where we'll continue to read more beautiful poetry and short stories. I'll see you soon. Farewell.